Hey guys, this is Elvis the Tank Destroyer, and this is part 2 video of talking about opportunity, and I will be showing the T34 and the Is3 plays on what opportunity means. Since you have a fantastic depression on the T34, you are looking at exactly these kind of positions. The kind of deep areas, depression of the map, so sort of like corridors. That's what you're looking for, and since you have that amazing depression, you're looking for spots like that. And in the tournaments, this is not a tournament, but in the tournaments, as I'm rolling this game, I'm always making sure that I'm not pulling in too far in to the game to where I'm left alone. So at this point, one of the T34s is in trouble, and that's where he's making a mistake. He's attacking. He's going full on forward, and he is not using his teammates to defeat the enemy players. And I'm using structures here, and that's what you do kind of with this tank. And I want you to understand, concentrating on high threats like this VK100 prototype, concentrating on hitting him before you hit anybody else is your main point of playing this. Everybody else you can deal with, but that tank has to go down. It just has to. He causes way too much damage, and you don't want to make that mistake by engaging other players. We've already softened them up pretty nicely. There's the AMX. I don't have an opportunity to hit him, and I've lowered the volume down because I like to have a clear speaking volume on what's going on here. Again, you're dropping down into these corridors. You have enough gun depression to take an advantage of enemy players, like right there. So there's another corridor, but the reason why I'm moving in is because this is an opportunity. I have a friendly with me, and I'm going to give him some help. I'm going to cover him and try to work with him. And as you can see, it's 3-on-2, and I'm looking like I'm engaging, but I'm not. I'm attempting to have them come for us, and I don't want to engage them. This little guy, I'm not worried too much. I don't know how I missed that. I should have gone right through. It's one of those ghost shells. But this is one of those games where you just have to stay in this corridor. Most of these guys don't have good gun depression to take you down. That T34 was reloading, that's why I went for an attack. I can't allow this AMX to push through and injure my fellow teammates, so I'm not working with him because it was 2-on-2, and I just need to get rid of this little guy. And he's not very clever here. Here comes this fella. AMX is reloading. It's gonna take about 16 seconds for him to reload, and this is where I finish this off. Now, with this T34, you also want to use these gigantic tracks. You can use them to your advantage because the game actually needs to hit your front, dead front. Otherwise, there's not much that he can do. And you can play a little tricky by pushing forward and making him think you're going to come out. If I come out, I'm dead. So I don't come out. Push back. I want to give him kind of the incentive that he can actually take a shot at me. And it's more of a patience game. Who's patient more, you or him? Yeah, he made that mistake. He took one shot. He's got 2 more left. 2 more left. He's pretty patient. But regardless to all this, we end up winning this game, and there he is, and that's it. So yeah, that's one part of this video that I wanted to show you guys. So the Is3 is quite an agile tank. You don't want to treat it only as a sort of a slow-moving tank. You want to treat it as almost like a medium when you need that speed, and you want to use the lessons that we've learned on track to track and angling at the same time. And what you want to see here is, and I'll show you this in a second, you are actually capable of causing a lot of damage if you use this tank properly. I have discussed this before. The T34 has a sort of a position where you should be shooting this tank, and that's in the top cupola there. You don't want to shoot the front because it's tricky. Odds are you'll miss and you'll bounce. Doesn't matter whether you use AP or APCR, and you definitely don't want to use HE on him. So you want to bring your gun up and shoot the top cupola on this tank. It will definitely help out in you being successful. So yeah, I'm also going to show you what it means to look at the map. Because if you look at the map up there, there's a low right behind me, and you'll notice, I already know that he's behind me. You'll notice that I'll angle my tank attempting to bounce that shot that he's about to try and shoot. So let's show you how that goes, and remember, you're also seeing the VK100 up there, the Tiger, and we're gonna go ahead and execute this in the most professional possible way. So there's the low. He takes a shot at me. I take a shot at the T26. I move forward. That's a bounce. He did hit my track. And I also want to soften up the slow a little bit. He takes a shot, misses. I'm also paying attention to the bridge, believe it or not, because I see the 2 red arrows, 2 tanks are on the bridge. But if I'm looking at the map, they're still sitting up there and nobody's advancing. I'm not worried about the shooter on the bridge. I'm very low to the ground, so no worries. And here comes the top cupola. Took a shot at him. He's kind of one shot for me. Yeah, that Tankenstein is attempting to shoot, but he doesn't have a very good gun for that. Not for me anyways. He's right there. Surrender to me, knobs. Good name. He's right there, and he just doesn't have the gun to hit on Is3 from that angle. But here's a T26 right in front of me. The low is not advancing. These are all the things you have to kind of try to pay attention to. and plan things as you go. Things are happening very quickly, so you got to kind of plan what it is you're doing. I push forward, aim at the cupola. The reason why I push forward is because he can't pen my turret, and that's why he's backing up and trying to get an opportunity to hit me. There's Tankenstein. One shot, and I'm going to take that to my advantage, if I can. VK100 is also there, and I think he knows that I'm here. He's trying to have me come out. You can't take those chances and just come out, because that's what happens. That medium just got shot, and if that happened to me, it would have been over. There would have been nothing that I can do. The low is dead. A teammate, finished that off. So I didn't even have to look. I already knew that happened. And the guys are kind of finishing up the VK. I bring my APCR in because I can hit the cupola with the APCR. I can hit it with the AP. It just doesn't work. And really, just handling 3 tanks like that just takes away the stress from the rest of the players, because if 3 of them are on 1, which is on me, and it took them that long to even put a scratch on me, it just gives an advantage to your team, and I often use that in tournaments. And so what we see there is, if you can't make it to help a teammate out, you see that he's down and there's nothing that really you can do, but you want to be that friend and you just want to go to the rescue. Sometimes that's not the best call. What you want to do is find the stragglers, find the guys that are in the back as a medium, remove them, do it carefully and aggressively. You can use aggression, because remember, some of these high caliber tanks out there, like the ISUs, don't have a lot of depression when they're inclined. They're just not able to shoot you. It looks like they can, but they're not able, because you're just so flat to the ground. And an IS3 can handle that shot because he can't pen your turret. So that's video part 2, just explaining on how T34 and Is3 work. Alright, long video. I hope you guys watch this, and thank you. Have a good day.